Hi, how you do? Welcome. I'm going to chat over a path that I don't usually go for the longest while. I haven't talk track and field, but it will be different. It will be honoring a man, the legacy of Stephen Francis. You know, people do not know. People do not know the value. People do not appreciate it. The late Stephen Francis. We have lost a giant from Jamaica track and field. And I tell you something that we may not be feeling it now, but I can tell you, maybe 1 year or 2 years from now, we may be saying if Stephen Francis was here. Yes. And I'm trying not to be controversial, you know. But Stephen Francis was not well appreciated. Was not. And I also gonna talk about the Jamaica team to the U20 World U20 Championship. I saw things, man. When a coach land have to be defending, I saw come meet me on the other side. Attacking track and field in a different way. How you do? Welcome. As I said, I'm talking track and field, but in a different way. The value, the legacy of the late Stephen Francis. I only saw him, and I have never spoken to him. But Stephen Francis was my coach. Stephen Francis has changed the dynamics of Jamaica track and field. Without telling you my age, I do remember when the athletes, when they did well at champs or in Jamaica track and field, the first thing that they usually do is jump on a plane to a college overseas. And sometimes you hear nothing about them after. Nothing. So many of our athletes have got lost in the American college system. They were pressured and overburdened and nothing from them. It has even happened recently. But I'm not going there. Stephen Francis came with a system, MVP, that let the athletes stay in Jamaica and train at the University of Technology. It all started with one Asafa Powell. Yes, that dynamic, that changed the landscape of Jamaica track and field. That to this day, you have clubs. They have about 10 clubs. Some clubs that you don't even know apart from maybe racers and some others. There are clubs in Jamaica. The only time you hear about these clubs is when you have a national championship or some meets at the national stadium. MVP, co-founded by the late Stephen Francis, changed the atmosphere of Jamaica track and field. But Stephen Francis, I'm gonna say this, was not appreciated by Jamaicans. And what I mean by Jamaicans, it's not the local man. I'm talking about the Iraqis of track and field. Because he was unorthodox. Stephen Francis didn't follow. If you say 400 Stephen Francis go another route. When the team was leaving for camps, and they said the Jamaica team should be in camp at this time, Stephen Francis and MVP at least was in Italy or Poland or another country doing the magic, getting proper preparations. And you can say when they do come into the championship, they're gonna medal. Sometimes it's the only set of athletes who medal for Jamaica was MVP athletes. And because he have done his thing unorthodox, yeah, I mean, he didn't listen to the Iraqis. He do his thing. Stephen Francis was not appreciated. I can tell you that. And he was not afraid to say. He said, Stephen Francis would look at you and tell you straight up that, hey, this cannot work or that cannot work or what they are doing. We should honor the late Stephen Francis. We should give him his flowers. I don't hear anything apart from, well, he has not buried her yet when you see this video. But I don't hear anything that would say, honor the giant of this man. I don't know if it will happen in the future. I do not know. But I'm just saying, Stephen Francis changed the dynamics of Jamaica track and field and should be honored. Change. Stay at home. Train at home. Medal. Fastest in the world. Let's look at some of the athletes that he has produced. Shelley and Fraser Price. One of the most colorful athletes in terms of medal and achievements in the world of athletics. Asafa Powell, sub-9 king. Yeah? Asafa Powell, sub-10 king. Yeah. Elaine Thompson era. The fastest time as a woman in the world. Yeah. Sharika Jackson, Bridget Foster Hilton, Melanie Walker, Michael Frater, Sharon Simpson, Karen Stewart, Nesta Carter, Tajay Gale, and more. And more we don't finish. Kishane Thompson, Tia and Tina Clayton, the twins, and others. The giant of a man has lost. We have lost somebody who could identify talent. And when I mean talent, it's not the ones who won a champs. I mean persons who was average athletes. Who's gonna replace a Stephen Francis? Who's gonna replace a giant of this man? Jamaica, and I tell you this and I go further and tell you that Jamaica track and field will suffer. Yes, I said it. We will suffer some way. And maybe we have to catch it back. But Stephen Francis, the late Stephen Francis, not here with us. Yeah. And I hope that others are willing to take the mantle. I hope that others are willing. He was my coach. I loved him when he talked. Trust me. I don't, whenever I Stephen Francis, because the magic and the science, because of what he has done, results driven. Yes. But he was not well appreciated. Okay. Let's look at now the U20 team, the juniors that went to the World Championship. For me, let's put it mild, I'm very disappointed. Some of us are. When a coach land in Jamaica, reach a field, a technical leader, in Mr. David Riley, and he have to be defending what the team have achieved, something is wrong. If you can't see with the naked eyes, if you can't see on your TV screen what the team has achieved and how they have, if you have to learn and be telling us about people's personal best and so on, come on. Come on now. Eh? Shania Douglas. Wonderful, good athlete, one for the future. But she was not well prepared for the championship. 2 silver medals, 1 gold medal in the relay. Shania Douglas. Let's look at her. 100 meter, best time, champs, 10.998. This was done in March. Shania run 11.17 at the championship, World Juniors. Her best time in the 200 is It's 22. It's 22 point. It's 22.11. That's her best time in the 200. At the championship, she run 22.68. Shania Douglas was very disappointed in the 200 meter, especially her pet event. Michael Edwards, 17.08, triple jumper, 1 goal, show guts and heart, was probably the best for a Jamaican. Don't come for me and telling me that go easy on the youngsters. I'm talking overall. I'm talking about brand Jamaica. Yeah. Gary Card. I won't say much about it. But as I said, and let me just put things in context. Read the 100 meter. Let me put things in context. It was the first time in 10 years that Jamaica was losing to the Americans, was losing that 100 meter title. Females. First time. In 2018, Brianna Williams took it. In 2021 and 22, Tiana Clayton took it. In 2024, 2 years ago, Alanda Reid took it. In 2026, we lost it. Yeah. So what are you saying? For me and for others, the U20 World Championship, when a coach has to be defending and talking about personal best and they have been to the relay final, it was disappointing. I rest my case. What good Stephen Francis, late Stephen Francis, FRANNO. All the best. Ah boy, we hope that MVP, the good thing that they have done, may continue. FRANNO will be missed, but he was not well appreciated based on his style. Alright? We'll talk, man. Look at track and field. It's not my road, but I have to come and pay respect to the man and tell you that the under 20 was very disappointed. We'll talk.